Again. Hey, it's that time again. We're going to give some local businesses a much-needed shout-out, and for that, we're joined by our good friend, Suzanne Gravel, our BT Local Business Ambassador. Welcome back.
Thanks, Thor. Morning.
Good morning. Now, our first one is amazing because you had me at Mystical Goats. Tell us about this very unique soap company.
Bit of a thread with the crazy names over the time, right? So this is Mystical Goats at Cosman Farms, and it's owned by Jen Cosman. She has her own goats, and she turns the milk into the most amazing goat's milk soaps. And if you check out her Facebook site, some of them even look good enough to eat. They look like fudge or something like that.
They do.
The smells are not overwhelming, which I really like. They're just a nice subtle scent, and she wraps them in a biodegradable plastic that you can smell the scent through.
Right.
I think it's just great to be able to buy soap that you know what all the ingredients are and nothing's toxic. So that's what she produces. They normally do craft fairs, but she also has a home-based shop. During COVID, she's being super careful about opening hours and cleanliness, so drop her a line through her Facebook site if you're interested to see what she has.
That looks great. You can't go wrong with goats, and I love the packaging, and you're right, it does look good enough to eat. My daughters would totally love that stuff, and there's something just so smooth about that goat's milk soap when goat's milk soap when it's on the skin. You don't want to have goat's milk soup. I don't know about that.
No, she has some really fun ones with like embedded things for kids too.
Oh, wicked. Okay, cool. Now let's move on to Fibre Forge, a very special farm stand.
This one was just probably my best day of the summer. Beatrice and Glenn are the most welcoming and gracious hosts. We got to go out there, my mom and I, and meet Tamara, your producer.
Yeah.
And it just turned into the best day.
And they got little lambs.
Yeah, they do, yeah. And each skein of yarn that Beatrice produces is sheared right on the property and then milled and spun in Alberta. And she sells the yarn, and each skein of yarn is named after the sheep that gave it. So mine that I bought is called Evie and her lambs. And even though it's August and it's hot out, I can't wait to get into knitting this, and I'm going to turn it into a really awesome toque. She also sells eggs, which they're so pretty. I hated to even crack them and turn them into an omelet, but it was delicious. Soy candles, lip balms. They've just got a great thing going on there. Jams, homemade jams. I know Tamara bought some of that. And we ended up having like a 4-hour visit. Shout out to her husband, Glenn, who brought out the best platter of appies. And just getting to learn their story and hear about their life on the farm. It was fantastic.
Oh, that is amazing. And you're bringing the cuteness this morning as well. So fibreandforge.com. Can you just remind our viewers where that is again?
Sure. It's in Glen Valley. It's a little bit tricky to find. It's between Abbotsford and Langley, but just pop it into your phone and follow the directions. It's so worth a drive. She has a little roadside stand.
Oh, that's amazing. Suzanne, before we close it out, I just want to say personally, on behalf of myself and the show, thank you so much for all the research you've done over these weeks during COVID-19 to get all these businesses mentioned on the show. We couldn't have done it without your immense help. And also kudos to our producers, Tamara Slobodjan, who had the idea for Operation Support Local from the very beginning. We're going to continue this on, but we're going to give you a few weeks off because I know you're also a grade 3 teacher. You're prepping for the return to school. It's tense times right now. So we will talk to you again soon, but we wish you all the best for the rest of summer, and please do keep in touch with the show.
Will do. Thank you so much. You guys have just treated me like gold, and it's been a huge thrill to help these businesses.
Oh, I'm getting a little misty-eyed here. Okay, Suzanne, we'll leave it there, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend.
Sounds good. Thanks again, Thor and Tamara.
Right. You too. That's Suzanne Gravel, our local BT Business Ambassador. And coming up, we'll look at some of those jobs.